Hello, my name is Kaylin. I'm here again at the beautiful West Village Rooftop Gardens, and in this video we're going to do some yoga to calm the nervous system. So obviously it's a bit of a funny, stressful time at the moment, and a lot of us might be feeling a bit of anxiety, quite a lot of stress going on. And it's important to take some time to stop, hone in and rest. So what we're going to do in this video is some nice slow stretches, something that you can really tune into yourself, and as well as moving your body, which is super important as well. The props I have here today is just my yoga mat, a folded towel. You could use a blanket or a towel. I do have my yoga bolster and a couple of yoga blocks, but look, you could use some sofa cushions or pillows, whatever you have handy, or nothing at all. You don't need it. We'll start sitting, and you might want to find that you have your folded blanket underneath your hips here. So we want to make sure that our hips are lifted higher than our knees. If sitting cross-legged isn't comfortable for you, then you can choose a different sitting position. Whatever works, whatever's comfortable, that's perfect. To begin, we're going to just take a hand over the heart and a hand on the belly. If it feels okay for you to close your eyes, you'll close the eyes down. If closing your eyes doesn't feel right for you today, then just soften the gaze, maybe looking at the floor but directly in front of you. And just start to notice the breath. And maybe even feel the heartbeat. Noticing the gentle, subtle movements of the belly and the chest as you breathe. Becoming aware of the heart rate. So if it's feeling a little bit fast today, I think we should question as to why that is, but maybe take a focus on how you can slow that heart rate down. And the way to do that would be to take a nice long out breath now. Really suck the belly in towards the spine. And that's just going to naturally encourage a longer in breath. And follow with that nice long out breath. Now the breath can be in the nose and out the mouth, or in the nose, out the nose, whatever feels natural. There's no need to push or change the breath in any way here. Just being aware of it, connecting with it, enjoying it. Good. See if you're holding any tension in the shoulders or the neck, and allow again that out breath to be your release. So soften those shoulders, relax the neck, relax the belly as well. So you can feel with your hand on belly if the belly is stiff or if it's moving quite quickly with the breath. Again, just working particularly with the out breath to lengthen your breathing. Try not to make it too forced, just relax into it. And if any thoughts do creep in from time to time, that's all right, that's normal. You can acknowledge them, you can watch them, and then maybe see as you watch those thoughts, they start to move away, start to disappear, start to dissolve. Nice. You can stay with this for a bit longer if you're really vibing this still time. If you're ready to move, just gonna super simply take the hands in front of the heart and gently press the thumbs into the sternum. You want to breathe in and push the sternum into the thumbs, lift the crown of the head tall, relax the shoulder blades down. Easy. Breathe in, lifting fingertips to the sky. Exhale, the left fingertips are going to come down to the ground, and you're just going to start to creep that left hand over as you find a nice stretch through the side body. You can reach the right fingertips a little bit further over. Good. Inhale, walking the left hand back, come all the way back up through center. Exhale, right fingertips are coming down, gently walking those right fingers over, planting the palm Bending into the right elbow and reaching up and over with the left fingertips. Stay grounded through both sit bones. Nice. Breathing in, coming back up through center. And exhale, the hands to the heart. Cool. So with these kinds of poses, what we want to be doing is a lot of forward folds, and that's going to help to calm the heart rate. So to begin with, we're going to take the right leg straight out in front. Here's where you might want some of your props. So if you feel that you need them, you'll bring the bolster and a block ahead of you. And we're going to find a flowing movement with these stretches and then find a bit of stillness. So first of all, just breathing in, lifting up, open the heart, come nice and tall from the sit bones, so you're pushing down into the ground to lift up through the fingertips, and exhale as you start to fold forwards. Good. Now we're going to catch that inhale and start to roll back up through the spine. You can close the eyes or keep them open, whatever feels right for you. Exhale, coming forward. Working with your breath, inhale, coming back up, rolling through the spine. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, rolling back up. Exhale, folding forwards. Now on this one, we're going to find a hold. So this is where your pillow or cushion is going to come in handy. Whatever height you need is absolutely perfect. If you want to take it a little bit higher, then using a yoga block is going to help you here. Wherever you can rest the head is great. So you might want to take the hands onto the cushion and rest the head. And we're just going to take 5 deep breaths right here. That was 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. At the bottom of the in-breath, we'll start to find the inhale as you curl yourself up. Rolling shoulders. Move your props out of the way and just readjust them. So we'll come to the other side. You'll bend the right foot in to the left leg this time. Readjust the sit bones in any way you need to. Moving the props back to where you might need them, and bear in mind that 2 sides of the body are really different. You might find that you need it a bit higher, you might not need it at all on this side. When you're ready, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, folding forwards. Follow that breath in to curl up through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curling up. Making this movement really nice and fluid, like you're moving in water. Breathing in, rolling up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. This time for a hold, so bringing the hands underneath the forehead if you need to. The left leg can bend a little bit if that feels better for your lower back. And we're staying here for 5 breaths. That was 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Inhale, gently rolling up through the spine. Let the head be the last thing to come up. Good. Roll the shoulders and take your props out of the way. Nice. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together now for a butterfly pose. So again, if this is painful on the knees in any way, you could take some towels or some blocks underneath the knees for a bit of support. We're going to do sort of like a cat-cow breath. So on the inhale, lifting, opening the chest. You can take hold of the shins here, open through the chest. On the exhale, we're going to round the spine. So the tailbone tucks under, the navel draws in, and the chin tucks. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, crunching. Good. Inhale, lift up, really pull on the shins. And on the exhale, we're going to come to fold here. So wherever you come to is great. You might be able to come to the forearms. You might just be sort of bowing the head. Wherever you're coming, make sure that that fold initially comes from the hinge in the hips. And then you can start to round through the spine. You might want to take your cushion back here. If that's going to find a place for your head, the hands can come to rest the head. Or if you don't need that at all, then just resting wherever feels comfortable. And again, we're going to take those 5 breaths here. So just staying for the breaths here. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, gently rolling up through the spine. Again, letting the head be the last thing that comes up. Roll the shoulders. Let that breath go. Moving your props out of the way. We're going to take a stretch through the hips now. So again, this one could be too strong. If it is too strong, we'll only go with one leg, which would look like this. If it's not too strong, then you want to parallel the shins. So one shin on top of the other. The right foot is going to be on top of the left knee. The right knee is on top of the left foot. So it's pretty strong through the hip flexors. Just be really careful, really gentle with whatever's going on with you today. Breathe it in, take it nice and tall. On an exhale, we're going to start to just gently walk the fingertips forward and inhale, coming back. Working with the breath again with our movement is a really good way to calm the nervous system because you're focusing on the breath, you're giving the mind something else to do. At the same time, lengthening the breath does just automatically calm the heart rate. There's a bit of science involved. Taking the head lower than the heart is also just automatically going to lower the heart rate. You're just working with your breath to come forward and back here. We can hold a lot of emotional tension in our hips. So again, working with this opening through the hips is a good way to release that emotional tension, but can also be a little bit triggering. So if you do feel any emotion coming up here, totally normal. Just see if you can ground into your breath as you move. Now this next one, we're going to come to a hold. So again, wherever feels good. If you're lying with the head on the floor, fantastic. If you just want to have the hands to the ground, that's fine too. 5 breaths. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Empty the breath completely and inhale as you gently start to come back up. I'm going to shake out the legs before you come to the other side. So this time the right shin's coming underneath, left shin on top. So it's not crossing the legs, it's stacking the shins one on top of the other, only if it feels right. If it doesn't feel right, then your right leg will be straight here. Fingertips can come to the ground. Inhale, nice, tall, straight spine. Exhale as you start to walk the hands forward. Finding that first edge, that first stretch that you feel before you come to ease back. And you're just working with that first biting point. We call it the edge in yoga. So the first edge that you feel in the pose, where the hips start to talk to you, that's where you want to start to come back. Working with your breath, so you might be going slower than me, you might be finding that you're going a little bit faster. Whatever feels good, that's right. Exhaling as you're coming forward. Inhaling as you're coming up. This exhale, we're going to come all the way down. Whatever suits again. So if your head's coming to the ground, that's great. If it's coming to a cushion, perfect. If you're just putting the hands to the floor and breathing, then you're doing it right either way. Find those 5 breaths here. Full, complete breaths. Breath is in the belly, inflating the breath, inflating the belly with the breath. Nice. On your last exhalation, completely empty the belly of the breath before you find the inhale to walk the fingertips back up. Be really gentle as you start to untangle the legs. Give a little shake out. Nice. So that's the end of the stretching and the postures, the asana. If you want to come into a meditation here, that might be really nice. If you prefer to lie down and have a rest, that's great too. Either way, I just want you to take a moment to check in with the heart, maybe bow the head down and say thank you to yourself, thank you to your body for everything that it does for you every day. Thank you.